Health.
Well, I think for me, Northeast Health is a convener, an organization that brings together folks to work around some common issues: health, education, labor, public safety, and does it in a way where it really relies on each individual's expertise and passion, and does it for the spirit of improving the community that we call Northeast.
President of Indian Mound Neighborhood Association. I am trying to work in any way I can to help improve the health of the historic Northeast. I feel like there's a serious lack of education when it comes to nutrition and fitness and things that make people's lives better. Not just, of course, reducing crime and things like that are very important, but you also need people to be healthy, not have to go to the doctor as much, and if we can get people to eat a healthier diet, work out a little bit more, maybe we can prevent some of those early diabetes, health problems, things like that that are preventable, not just treating people once they've already been injured, but trying to help keep them healthy and keep them safe.
You name it, we've seen it, whether it comes to us from down the street, across the street, or across the country, even across the world, because we see a lot of people who are from other countries. And so if it's somebody who has high blood pressure and thinks that they can take their prescription and take those 30 pills and they're cured, we educate them on the fact that high blood pressure doesn't just stop when you stop taking your pills, that it's going to continue if you don't continue to take those pills.
I like it up here on the Northeast side. I like being here at Garfield. It's not my first time up on the Northeast side. I was 5 years at another school and loved it, and now I'm back up here. I know that the community does support the schools, and the parents are extremely supportive, and they really want their children to be as successful as possible. Anything that could help stabilize and grow the community off of our school boundary, outside of our block, would definitely help us inside the school itself. It's how a school, the environment and the culture within a school is definitely reflected in the community and vice versa.
Education is important, particularly in this neighborhood, because for a lot of our scholars and for their families, education is the way forward. It's a way to ensure they have the type of family-supporting employment that they want. It's the way to ensure that they can take care of the needs of growing families. As children are born, as parents get older, people need to be able to financially take care of each other. Education is the key to that. My aspiration is that in the school district, we offer such an amazing education that people are able to move forward, go on to college, get the education they need, but then come home, back to the communities they're from, and continue to share their gifts, with the community that raised them and that loves them.
And I started with, it's like I say, my brother-in-law, my sister, and another brother-in-law, this foreign brothers-in-law. It's like give me some money, because that's the idea. Hey, guys, we wash dishes before, for some restaurant, and we working hard, They say, come on, man, they making money over here. We can do something too. We can do something together, and yeah, we make a cooperation. This is money. We started over here and asking for the Italian guy a long time ago. Say, how much is for the rent over here? And they say, remember, in that time, the $650 too much money. In that time, with cooperation, we make this business. After this, everything is coming. My another brother-in-law, they got another restaurant, and we just started over here. But the key in this thing is together, do something.
Part of that public safety is, if elders can't sit on the porch, no public safety. If you can't, hang out after 8 o'clock at night with your child on the front porch, then you know it is not safe around here. So we have to start looking at ways of getting the community and neighbors to communicate again.
When a loved one passes away, it's unfortunate. And it's very unfortunate when we have someone whose life has been taken by another individual. And then sometimes it's just hard watching a family who has very high hopes for their young son or young daughter or cousin or grandson, and then all of a sudden in a senseless crime, that life is cut short.
So public safety says, you know, there's an issue in the community, police come out, everybody's mouth is closed. How does that help the situation? How do we change that? Reteaching our young people the difference between being a snitch versus being somebody that says, I'm tired of this happening in my community, because if you're not talking, who benefits? So you said I can walk in your home and just hurt your family and nothing's supposed to happen to you. You know, so we got to start thinking about different things, you know, and re-educating our youth.
There's a lot of talk about revitalizing the Northeast, but I think that's a little bit of a misnomer. The Northeast is incredibly vital, and all of us engaged in this work in the neighborhood are just trying to bring attention to the vitality that's already here. It's an incredibly diverse neighborhood, generationally, culturally, racially, ethnically, economically, and it's so exciting to work here and to be a part of the life of this part of the community.
Coming together to improve
health,
education, labor,
and public safety.